Hi, I'm the contracting guy, and this week's email comes from Mark from New Albany, Ohio. And he writes, I have a question for you, contracting guy. I am a service-disabled veteran, and I own a small business. I want to do business with the VA, but I'm not certified. I have read about non-government third-party certifiers that might be able to help. Can they certify me and my business to do business with the VA? Please help. Well, thank you, Mark from New Albany, and we'll talk about that. Mark asks an important question. He is a service-disabled veteran who is operating a business and wants to do business with the federal government, particularly the VA. So, Mark, what can I help you with? First is, it's a business-to-government relationship, which means the prime contractor, which is the business, and the government. So there is a relationship there. So we will talk about that relationship first. For a prime contractor to government relationship, any certification is going to be rooted in the particular agency that oversees this. For example, the SBA oversees the woman-owned small business markings, whereas in the VA we have the Center for Verification and Evaluation. They oversee veteran-owned small business and service-disabled veteran-owned small business. This is where you're going to be hanging in. There are no third-party certifiers. Unlike for the woman-owned small business, they have 4 third-party certifiers. So that's the first thing I want you to walk away, is that there's no third-party certifier for doing business with the federal government as a veteran. You have to go through the CVE to get that. Now it's important to know that, because there are certifiers out there, but they are not certifying for the federal government. For veteran-owned small businesses and service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses, only the CVE certifies them. Good thing to know. The second thing is that there's a relationship of business to business. For example, you're a supplier to another business who then supplies to the government. Oftentimes it's referred to as a prime contractor to subcontractor relationship. If you are a subcontractor to a prime, which is a good thing, is that a certification is important for them to address in their small business subcontracting plan. So in their subcontracting plan, they have to set aside percentages for different socioeconomic groups. Veteran-owned small business and service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses are 2 of such groups. I would say is that there are 2 companies that I'm aware of. I'm not hawking for them, I'm just telling you about them. It's the NVBDC and the Navoba. Now, I went and looked on their website, and their starting prices for certification are $350. That's a pretty hefty sum if you're pretty much starting out in this. The CVE certification is a pretty comprehensive certification, but it's good for 3 years. And after 3 years, you just recertify. And hopefully by that time, you'll actually be elevated. So here's the takeaway for you, Mark, from New Albany, is this. No, you have to get a certification from the Department of Veterans Affairs through their Center for Verification and Evaluation. There are no third-party groups that do that for you in government to business relationship. In this relationship, no third-party certifiers. However, if you're doing a business-to-business relationship, and that is a pretty lucrative opportunity there, please don't discount business-to-business, that there are 2 organizations that also do certifications and are accepted in industry. So that's important to know. So thank you very much, Mark from New Albany, and I look forward to hearing from all of you next time. This is the Contracting Guy. Out.